Hello everyone, this is Nagendra Kumar Shrimali, and today in this lecture I am going to discuss on the topic the significance of literary devices or literary terms in literature. So as we all know that literary terms or literary devices are very important tools to enhance the beauty of any literary creation. Whether you are a writer, reader, student, or if you belong to all these categories, it's important to know how literary devices work. For writers, strong device uses can elevate prose from meager to magnificent. For readers, they can provide a great understanding of the text, and for students, knowing a few literary devices might just be the key to an enhanced or increase in the understanding of literature. But first, it is very important to know what are literary devices. Literary devices are techniques that writers use to express their ideas and enhance their writing. Literary devices highlight important concepts in a text, strengthen the narrative, and help readers connect to the character and themes. These devices serve a wide range of purposes in literature. Some might work on an intellectual level, while others have a more emotional effect. They may also work subtly to improve the flow and pacing of your writing. No matter what, if you are looking to inject something special into your prose, literary devices are a great place to start. Of course, for readers, literary devices can be difficult to identify. But here is a good rule of thumb. If you are reading a book and you find the author using language or narrative structure in an unusual way, there is probably a literary device at work. So there are many common literary devices which are used by the writers in their literary creations, like simile, metaphor, imagery, symbolism, flashbacks, foreshadowing, allegory, point of view, juxtaposition. And we have probably heard of most of the devices. Again, they vary in terms of what they do. Some of them relate to word uses and description, while others relate to how scenes play out. Some may be characteristics of specific genre. For example, you'll often see flashback and foreshadowing in psychological thrillers, while others, like simile and metaphors, can be found in just about any text. We all also note that some literary devices double as rhetorical devices which are used to convey meaning and or persuade readers on a certain point. The difference is that literary devices can be used to enhance writing in many different ways, not all of which involve trying to convince readers of something. Basically, literary devices are artistic. Rhetorical devices are informative and persuasive. That said, there can be still quite a bit of overlap between the two. So, literary devices are very important tools to increase or elevate the beauty of any literary text. Some common literary devices like allegory, you must have heard about this if you are a student of literature, that allegory is a type of narrative that uses characters and plot to depict abstract ideas and themes. In an allegorical story, things represent more than they appear to on the surface. Many children fables, such as The Tortoise and the Hare, are simple allegories about morality. So in this way, another example of literary device can be alliteration. Alliteration describes a series of words in quick succession that all start with the same letter or sound. It lends a pleasing cadence to prose and poetry both. And if you have any doubt about the impact of alliteration, consider the following. Just for example, few titles of literary creations like Love's Labor Lost, Sense and Sensibility, and The Haunting of Hill House. So all these titles, you can see that there are repetition of same sounds in those titles. So in this way, literary devices are very significant for literature to enhance the beauty as well as the taste of literature.